Hello friends, Christopher here, Analog Brain. In celebration of the Facebook cassette community page reaching over 100 subscribers, Greg has decided to throw a contest. For his contest, he wants us to come up with the ultimate mixtape. Well, my ultimate mixtape would be a salute to a radio station that no longer exists anymore. It was a station that broadcast out of Place, Louisiana, and for people who don't know where that's at, that's right above New Orleans. And they were a classic rock radio station. They broadcast from the mid-'80s up until about the mid-'90s. Every Tuesday, they would encourage listeners to call in and select two songs from their favorite artist. And so I'm going to pull mine from my cassette collection, and here we go. Uh, Radio station was really hip on playing a lot of rock and roll, a lot of classic rock, more so than a lot of the classic rock stations across the nation. They weren't scared to play this band, Black Sabbath, and from Paranoid, I would have to choose the song Paranoid and Fairies Wear Boots. Next up, you got to have a little Blue Oyster Cult to go with your Black Sabbath. Spectres. From this tape, I'd have to go with The Golden Age of Leather. And then from a compilation they put out, Career of Evil, The Metal Years, I'd have to go with Hot Rails to Hell. And of course, this is a unique compilation that actually they pull a lot from their live LPs. And that one is originally from On Your Feet or On Your Knees. Next up, you'd have to travel to Boston. In this band, Aerosmith, I'd have to go with Last Child, because I am one, and Sweet Emotion from Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. Next up, band I used to play a lot, wasn't scared about playing the earlier hits that really didn't get a lot of airplay even when they came out, and that was The Who. This is a classic album, and I have to go with Won't Get Fooled Again. And like I say, they weren't scared to play the earlier stuff that The Who put out. And I'd have to go with, from Who's Better, Who's Best, Substitute. And then to finish up the tape, I'd have to go to a favorite band of mine from the Golden Platinum, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Saturday Night Special. Great riff to that song, awesome drum work. And then to wrap up the tape, of course, no classic rock compilation being without the one and only Freebird. But I'd have to go with this version from Innards because it's the version that's not edited at the end. So what they did live in concert, they always did in the studio when they recorded that. It's just that they faded it out before they got to the very, very end of the jam. So that's my compilation, Greg. Hope to have many more members into the cassette community on Facebook, and I guess I'll see you there. Until next time, this is Christopher, the Analog Brain.